AITA for not wanting to take care of my nephew because he isn't my kid? I, 17, live with my parents and siblings. I am the youngest of 4 siblings and myself and my older brother are the only 2 siblings who have yet to graduate and leave home. Recently my older brother, 25, got a job that requires him to go through extensive training, which meant that he had to leave his son, 3, with my parents. I had no problem with this and figured it wouldn't be too much of a burden because I would not be the kid's primary caretaker, so I would still be able to focus on school. My mom, 43, is a stay-at-home wife, so I naturally assumed she would be the primary caretaker. I was wrong. I ended up taking a large heap of responsibility for the kid because it's my job as a girl to be a caretaker. That's my parents' thoughts, not mine. I play a big role in my nephew's days and provide a lot of care for him, more than I am comfortable with. I have fought with my parents because of this and have been told that I have an obligation to my nephew. When I was told that I was obligated to take care of my nephew, I became livid because all throughout my childhood my parents told me that I owed them for giving me food, a roof, and electricity. Apparently, I owed them for those things, but now I also owe a 3-year-old that I didn't push out of my body? What made me even more upset was them saying that they did not owe my nephew anything. I am not a genius by no means, but nothing they said made any sense to me. They called me selfish and ungrateful. They said that they did not act the way I did when they had to raise me and my siblings. I still stand by my opinion that I am not obligated to take care of him. Not that I won't take care of him, but that I am no obligated. Also, my brother, the one who still lives at home, is not required to do even a fraction of the care for my nephew that I have to do. I have no problem taking care of my nephew, but the amount of stress being added because of him is pushing me to my limits. It is difficult to figure out school, college, and work while also taking care of a kid. He is making it difficult for me to get my work done. AITA? AITA for telling my ex that it's not my responsibility to help her. I 31M have a set of twins, Violet 16F and Onyx 16M, with my ex Trisha 31F. We were the definition of trailer trash. We were addicted to hard substances and dropped out of high school. Her parents had 8 kids in a 4-bedroom trailer, so we couldn't live with them, so we lived with my mom. There was DV on both ends, but because I was 6 feet 5 inches I was always the problem. 2 years after our kids was born, Trisha called the cops on me when we were high and drunk. They found hard substances on me and I got locked up for 6 years. Trisha moved on immediately with a guy from the trailer park. Her boyfriend didn't want the twins with them, so they stayed with my mom. I'm so glad she wasn't vindictive and brought the kids to see me every Friday. During my time in prison I got clean for my kids and also got my GED and associate's degree. I read a lot of science books and fell in love with physics. So once I got out, my mom helped me out while I finished my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. I moved my mom and kids out the trailer park into a nice house in the suburbs once I had a decent job. My ex took the kids one weekend a month, even though her now husband still didn't like my kids. Fast forward to now, I bought my kids cars. My son took his when he visited his mother. The next day my ex called me demanding I help with her kids. She explained that they're struggling and her husband's oldest daughter is now complaining about not having a car. I told her she is not my responsibility and neither are her kids. She said that she'll cut my kids off if I don't give her what she wants. I explained that I don't care and she'll be better out of our lives. Later my kids told me about a text they got from their stepsister saying they're being horrible siblings. Their mom then sent them a text asking if they could sell the cars. When they said no, she flipped out saying she's going no contact and that she didn't raise them to be greedy brats. My son sent laughing emojis while my daughter sent a raise. She texted me some more junk saying if they starve to death it's my fault. My ex is a horrible person, but her kids didn't do anything. Should I give them some money?